Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hey, Geezer. Welcome, everybody who's watching the recorded video, probably, since this is really a twilight show. It's like 1:30 in the morning here in California. Sorry, bud, that I didn't text you back. I was, believe it or not, when you text me at 7:30, I was actually asleep. I was knocked out. And as a result, I got up at midnight, and I don't think I'm going to be going back to bed. I feel like I got a full night's sleep. So I'm going to, might be a rough morning when the stock desk opens. And thanks for everybody's nice words and condolences and all that stuff. Appreciate it. So yeah, I just couldn't find anything to do with myself at midnight. I mean, what else am I going to do? So I figured let's come on here a little bit and busy our mind with some watches. So I mean, it's been a while. I haven't looked at a watch in at least a month. So I mean, what's been going on with these things? Anybody? You guys bought anything? Have you guys been surprised by any goings-ons? I haven't. The only thing I've picked up is an Apple Watch, and I picked it up for health reasons. But to be quite honest with you, let's see, how did that go? I wore that watch every single day when I got it. I jokingly said, Rolex, my Rolexes are in trouble, right? But I got to tell you, it wasn't before about 3 days, maybe 4 days. I haven't put the damn thing on again, and I haven't worn it in the last week. I'm wearing my 1016. The Rolex 1016, especially with this custom strap that Aaron made for me. This is the one watch I need in life. That's the only watch I need, this Rolex 1016, 36 millimeter. This is the best watch I've ever owned. And, you know, in all fairness, I got it from Craft and Tailored. Might not have the best customer service over there, but Craft and Tailored is where I got this watch. So, I mean, if I'm happy with the watch, I love the watch, right? So, and I'm sure the price has done nothing but gone up on the son of a gun, right? I think I've had it at least a couple of years now, right? Boy, time flies. It's easy to put time in perspective when you had the whole year of COVID to look back on, and then you realize, boy, time really does go by pretty quickly. Yeah, this 1016, I can't take it off. I don't see any other watch. I look at my other watches and think about switching it out, but that thought escapes me before I can unstrap this 1016 from my wrist. It's just like that. I'll tell you what, I did get, Watch and Pray, you picked up a clear Casio. Yeah, bored. Yeah. I'll tell you what I am surprised about is the Nautilus 5711. being discontinued. Are you kidding me? So that was some crazy news that was going on right when I took a break. And I got to be honest, it's really upsetting to me because at some point I was going to want to acquire 5711. I'm not going to be wanting one of these premiums now. You know, when I ordered the Aquanaut, I was standing there trying to decide between the 5711 and the 5167. And the price was something of an issue. I mean, the difference was 19 and a half MSRP versus it was going to be a little more than 19 and a half MSRP because I was ordering it with the bracelet and the strap. So I'm, going to have to pay for both packages. But that, or it was, I think, 26,000 for the Nautilus 5711, 26.9, I think. And the thing is that I said, well, it isn't that I don't want the 5711 because of the price. It's that, and I was trying to talk myself into the Aquanaut with the rep, with my wife standing there. I'm like, look, I don't want to be like I'm cheaping out and getting the entry level watch, but I really like it a lot better because it has the Arabics. It just got a younger man's look. Mind you, this was 3.5 years ago I ordered it. So I was still mid 40s. Fuck me, man, And so I said, well, what? It wasn't about saving a few bucks because I was going to be waiting a couple of years anyway for that watch. It was more or less which one I thought I liked better. And I had to really talk myself down into the one that I liked better, just to not look, like a cheap bastard wanting to get the cheapest watch that they've got, so to speak. You follow me? I really wanted that Aquanaut, bottom line. Now that I've matured in my watch collecting, if I could go back, I would choose the 5711. I think that watch has grown on me. Nothing to do with the premium. The watch has grown on me. My opinion of the watch has matured. But it's probably better that I didn't order that 5711 because if there is some chance in hell that I do get that Aquanaut, there's probably more of a chance I get that than a 5711, right? And from what I understand from Bud, says that the prices of the Aquanauts have gone up substantially, probably to the point to where I'll never see this Aquanaut from the AD anyway. So we'll see. But you know what I did? I did make a contact with a new AD who is a Patek dealer, who assured me that if I had been on their list 3.5 years ago, that I'd already have that watch in my hand. So they asked me if I wanted to give a go at their shop with some purchases in the future, and to think about it. And they had a really nice Patek lineup. As a matter of fact, the watch he wanted to offer me was the one right here on the screen. And so I could buy that one at retail. And then he said, I'll do my best to see what I can do about getting you an Aquanaut. But that's the 5172. He has this one here. And it was amazing. The thing is, though, I told him, I said, I want the I told him if I'm gonna really get the watch that I want, as beautiful as this is, I would get this watch's version though in the perpetual calendar. I really, I know the as nice as the chronograph feature looks, I've really always been after the perpetual calendar, the 5320. Look at this Dibithue. This is something else. Oops. Let's see here. I'm sorry, I lost my screen. I'm trying to get rid of where it says at the bottom, that banner, so it doesn't bug you guys. There we go. And we might as well go big screen. Well, the quality of the pictures of this European watch company has gone up dramatically. I'm glad they fixed their website too. That's got to be some dial in person. You know, the 5711 is gone, right? So what the hell is the price gone with that? Let's see if they've got any here. Wow, you gotta be out of your mind. You gotta be out of your mind. Let me just try to grasp my head around this thing. Does that really say 109,000 and they had to add the 500 on there? Fuck. Jesus. The 6711 or the 5811? That is unreal. Boy, I wish I was just a little, I just needed to be 1 year ahead more in my watch game, 1 year sooner, and I probably would have this watch, or at the very least an Aquanaut. What a great looking watch. Yeah, it's a good watch. Oh, here's a good one. What do you guys think about a 36? What do you think about this in a 36? I mean, I'm very, very pleased with the 36 Explorer. I'll tell you, 3940 is on the table. I would very much consider a – A 36 Explorer. There's another 5711. 127,000. Wow. Unworn. Wow. Wow, imagine having one of these things making you'd have to sell it. What, really? You're not going to sell it and make $100,000 profit? I mean, it's kind of not, it's not sensible to keep it, in my opinion. Wow. I mean, hell, flip it and put the money into a 5370. I mean, easily, that's probably what somebody did. This one's on hold for 200. Flip it and put the money into a 5370. Jesus. I'd do that in a heartbeat. Wow. What do I think of the blue dial Daytona? And what's there not to think about it? See if they have one here. $39,900 for this black Daytona on a strap. Weren't these about 31,000, 32,000? How much for 33,500 for a Daytona? Whoa, it's crossed the 30,000 mark, huh? Yes. I remember making an offer for 21,000 for one of these Rolex Yachtmasters, and now they're going for 30 here, huh? $11,500 for an old sub without a date. Okay. How much is this going for? $19,500. Wow. This is my most beautiful watch. I'm not so sure if I'm fond of these on a bracelet, to be honest. It looks great on a strap. I mean, the strap makes this watch for me. Oh, wow, they fixed the website so that when you go back, it brings you right back to where you were and you don't have to start over again. Oh, that's fabulous. Let's see if they have the, oh, how much is the Hulk? $19,900. Wow, the Hulk became a $20,000 watch. Everybody was saying, hold on to it, don't sell it. It's going to get discontinued, and it did. Wow. I'm looking to see if they have the watch you're talking about, blue dial Daytona in white gold. I mean, that's one of my favorite watches. I think at some point I'll want to have that watch. This one's cool. This is great looking. I love the gold discs. But yeah, I mean that white gold Daytona with the blue dial. I think that's probably my favorite Daytona. I'd prefer to have that one over the green dial. Wow, look at that. Sick. 30,000. Oh, that's beautiful. That vintage chronograph. That's amazing. That's gorgeous. And I mean, that's an old watch. Amazing how very used. I mean, somebody just wore the hell out of that watch. You know, that was a one watch person. They owned this watch. Today, we live in an era of overabundance. And we don't own just one watch anymore. But the guys of yesteryear, you know, just wore the one watch. There's my old watch. What's that going for? 21.9. Wow. Good thing I had my money in Bitcoin, or I'd be mad that I sold that thing. But I literally put all that money in Bitcoin. So I can't complain that I sold the watch. I could buy it back and still be happy. If you're thinking about pulling the trigger on that blue Daytona, I mean, that's an easy yes. I guess it all depends on the price at that point. The 3940, yeah, right. What do you think, Geezer, about the series though? If you get it, would you spend the extra money to be sure you're getting the more collectible references in the 3940? Or do you not care? Do you just want a 3940 and you're going to pick one that's more affordable? What would you do? Well, you know, that one was very expensive because it was a first series. I don't know what a third series. Are they still what were they, $35,000? Terry Stern confirmed there will be a final version of the 5711. Man, wow. Wow. Well, I mean, you know, a lot of people are making a lot of money nowadays. Huh. Well, you know what, Joe, on the $1.99 pay stream, we've been making money together And if you did exactly what I did, like some of the people watching me did, we made $19,750 in 30 minutes on Friday. And we made $2,750 on Monday. And this morning, in 4.5 hours, we're going to make somewhere between $10,000 and $15,000 closing yesterday's trade. All for $1.99. I told you to buy that Bitcoin, Joe. You didn't listen. I told you it's going to 50,000, and it'll be 110,000 valuation soon. But what do I know? To think that it won't surpass the market cap of Microsoft. You'd have to be a fool to make that, not be able to make that comparison. Forget all the watches you're waiting for. 5270 rose gold full. 5270. $52.70. In rose gold. Oh yeah. Holy smokes. Let's look at one of these together. You know, at least if you're in stocks, you're probably making just as much money as in Bitcoin, because stocks went up just as much. So hopefully you're in stocks, you know. I think Tesla had a bigger year to date. I think Bitcoin is the Bitcoin is the greatest performing asset in history by a factor of 10, I'm pretty sure, over anything below it. But other than that, I mean, I think like year to date, I think Tesla blew away Bitcoin from a year to date perspective. So hopefully you were in Tesla or anything, Joe. There's a lot of good stuff out there. I missed the ride on a lot of that stuff. Look at that. So this has got pretty much every complication. Leap year, chronograph, moon, day, date, month, AM, PM. This is what is this what John Mayer has? You know, what about the platinum version of this watch? $39.7p. I mean 5270p. Let me see. Maybe this one. This one's better, right? See if that's showing up. Yeah. That's too much money. Either one of those was too much money. You know, when Bitcoin hits $1 million per coin, I'll get one of these. This will be the $1 million per coin Bitcoin watch. That's what this will be. Decided. Set in stone. Done. 5270p when Bitcoin's $1 million. It'll give me something to look forward to. That should take about 2 more halving cycles. So that'll be 7.5 years. I'll be buying this watch. 7.5 years. So the year 2028, 2029, 2029. This will be my last watch, my exit watch. Thank you. Thank you for helping me find that, Dr. A and B. Does it get his stamp of approval? Oh, definitely, I'm sure. In 8 years, this watch will be worth $250,000. So it'll cost me $250 Bitcoin. Wow, look at that looks great right here. This picture was great. You know, I wish I had extra funds to buy Tesla when Tesla hit $600 yesterday. Man, what a deal. At least I think it's a deal. I don't know. At least I think it's a deal. What are you thinking about picking up, Joe? Have you picked anything up lately, Joe? Joe Bling, have you picked anything up lately? They have an interesting selection of Rolexes, but not what I thought they would have. Like, there's no Batmans. They don't have any Batmans in stock. Isn't that interesting? They have a good selection of variety. And I remember them having like a ton of Daytonas, lots of black ones, and they don't even have one. It's just, wow. What else they got? Breguet. I don't follow Breguet's prices. I wonder if all watch prices went up or just the hot brands. I don't mind these. I like these simple dress Breguets. I think that's a cool watch. Audemars. Okay. So I mean that's the only thing they don't have a fix on is how the text doesn't match the photo on an Apple Mac. I mean, this Quantium Perpetual Royal Oak is cheaper than a now overpriced 5711, you know? $62.5 for the beautiful jumbo. Look at that. I like that. I think that Tropical Series one's gorgeous. They've got two of them, 59,000, but no standard Royal Oaks. Wow, it looks like the watch market's thin, huh? You bought some Tesla yesterday. Good for you. You know, you picked up Tesla when it dipped yesterday. I picked up more Bitcoin, and that's what I'm going to be selling in 4.5 hours when the market opens, and pocketing the differential between yesterday's market close and today's market close, or today's market open. I'm going to hold on to it and see where the price might go. But I just might close the trade and take my money. So let's see what they got here. FP Journe. Oh, there's my watch, but in rose gold, 42.5. The platinum would be significantly more, so that's nice to see that my Journe price is holding up. This one's hot. You know, I got to tell you, if I end up getting an F-off watch, I would consider this. Look at that. Speed yellow to match the Porsche. That is sick. Man, I gotta tell you, I wouldn't hesitate to spend the 75 grand on a Journe versus a Patek. To me, you know, for some of you, you might think, oh man, if I'm gonna spend that much money, I'll get a Patek. I look at it just the same. I look at FP Journe with just as much clout and charisma as I do Patek, without a doubt, maybe even more. I mean, I think I even uphold this even higher. That's a sports watch. That is a sick sports watch right there. Titanium. You know, this is full titanium. Wow. And that's expensive for a titanium watch now, isn't it? Wow, that is sick. Look at that. I like the solid gold version of the same watch. No, not the same watch. The other chronograph that they make, but look at this one too. 159. Okay, look, this is the same price as that Patek we were looking at, the 5270, was it? What would you prefer, this or the Patek? Tell me, man. I mean, look at this thing. This thing's way sicker than the Patek Philippe, isn't it? Come on. I'd have to go with this one over the Paddock. I'm sorry. What about you guys? Wait, this just, to me, it's a no-brainer. Honestly, I'd buy this over the Paddock. That's just McLaren level. If you were going to compare this to equate these to cars, this would be a McLaren. The Paddock might be a Bentley or a Dawn. This is a McLaren. This is hot. That's the sexiest watch alive, man. That's the sexiest watch alive. It's got to be. Wow. Amazing. You know, I'd rather buy this for the money than a 5711 secondhand. Wouldn't you? That's a no-brainer. That's okay. We'll get to that level one day. We'll get to that level one day. I don't want to consolidate my collection just yet to step into a bigger watch. I'm going to keep acquiring the way I'm doing and not sell anything from my collection. So we'll just stick to the Havana for now. And maybe later things will change. I mean, it looks like these things are only going up. You know, you can always sell your watches, but you can never buy them back. So it's something to think about before you get rid of them. Isn't this one interesting? This is like the yellow dial, except it's gray but part skeleton. Was the yellow one skeleton too? Yeah, it was. So just a yellow dial centograph and a gray dial. I would definitely. Yeah, I think it doesn't matter. They both look good. Oh, this is great too. They got to hand it to Jorn. They make absolutely beautiful watches, aesthetically gorgeous. I got to tell you, that would truly be a grail. Like if you're really talking grails and you're a real collector, something like this would be on your target list. So are you thinking about getting that blue dial Daytona, Dr. A and B? Is that a serious contender? Oh, that's a yellow gold dial. Isn't that stunning? Wow. Right. It's your grail. You'd pick the Centograph for sure over the Paddock. Yeah. I know. They're just amazing, aren't they? Oh, truly amazing. Nothing FP Journe makes is inexpensive, though. So that's why it's not talked about often. You're not going to see it often. I mean, these are what is the cheapest? The cheapest Journe costs as much as the most expensive Rolex. I mean, for the most part, a sovereign, it's $35,000, which is the price of a gold president. So unless you're talking about a Elegante or something like this, but that's a quirky watch that they carry. So I mean, I'm on. Oh, this is the one that I like. Oh my God, I love this watch. You think I'd be crazy if I got this one? I mean, this watch has attracted me for the longest time. I call it the Edward Scissorhands watch. This watch has really drawn my attention. They have it at the boutique. Gotta tell you, this watch has really, 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 really drawn my attention. I like how it looks so mechanical. The dial. I like the rubber inserts in between the gold links. It's like a nice highlight. It's a nice touch. I love the rubber crown. And I especially like the powder coated gold surface. It's just so neat, What's interesting is that I'm not willing to buy a Patek Philippe chronograph, but the FP Journe watches that interest me are all the chronographs. How do you figure? How do you figure? So what it seems to me is that the looks of the FP Journe chronographs, yeah, on the Patek Philippe, the chronograph isn't as much the look as it is the function. But on the FP Journe, I realize their function is on par with the Patek, but the looks far surpass the looks of that of the Pateks. Man, I'm in love with this watch right here. I could pull the trigger on that. And I would buy it from the boutique and pay the tax. So that would cost me $85 plus tax. Here's no tax. So you're looking at a 12% tax, 12.5% tax. It might be 12.75%, to be honest. So at least $10,000 in tax. So that's a $95,000 watch. What's up, Super? Oh man, you guys are up early. Did I need to buy the Havana in order to get the blue? No. And he specifically made it clear to me that I didn't have to. I just want an FP Journe and I can't wait that long. mind you, I got to wait 5 years for that Chronometra Blue. I don't want to wait 5 years to own an FP Journe. So I figured get the watch, get an FP Journe you like now. And I'll be honest, I like the Havana more than the blue. So get the one that I like more right now. And why not? At least I'll be a boutique customer. And when my time does come for the blue, they said it doesn't matter. But hey, come on. I mean, in my mind, at least I'm an existing paid customer from years before. How can it not matter? But how could it not matter, you know? But they said it doesn't. He said they hold true to their list. They hold true to their list. You know, can't argue with them too much. Nah, just be yourself. I think you're going to find that it's very personable there. We had a great time at their little Christmas party. That was really key. That was just really key to me loving the brand, was that stupid little cocktail party that they invited me to, where I got to meet Francois Paul Journe's brother and all the people at the boutique and stuff. They're not even there anymore. But it was cool, really cool. Yeah, how do you ask for a discount at FP Journe? Okay, on a serious level, geezer, do you imply something, or is that just really trashy to even imply that you're wanting a discount? I didn't ask for one. I mean, I didn't ask for one. Should I have asked for one? I just went in there and said I wanted it. I mean, I don't feel like discounting. Yeah, it's just, wow. I mean, I don't know. I just don't know if you can. You know, I'm not enough of a high roller to have bought so many high-end luxury goods other than watches, and not even high-end, big ones like this, to know what's customary. I'll be honest. Some of the other guys might know. Some of the other guys who buy these $85,000 watches on a regular basis, and they buy, you know, I mean, look, if I was going to go and buy an expensive sports car, I'll try to haggle like a bitch. I don't know if it's the same with a watch. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Especially how in demand their watches are right now. It might be kind of insulting, huh? Yeah, you guys are up bright and early, man. It's only 5:30 on the East Coast. Any watch purchases you guys have made? Casio, Oak, anything else? Are you going to buy an FP Journe watch and pray when you go? What's attracting you there? Are you going to just go look, or is there something there that you're specifically looking for? Oh, this purple one's really quirky. 146. Interesting. Oh, it's platinum. It's platinum. So this is 50. This is $60,000 more than the solid gold one they have, just because it's platinum. That is really, really. I wonder what the dial is made from. It's got to be something interesting. So let's see if we can find out. That's hot. Blue, mauve, silver guilloche dial. So the new version of this watch does not have the rubber in between the links. Well, I tell you what, man, I need Bitcoin to stay over $50,000 at 6:30 till 6:30 in the morning, so I can close out this trade. Excuse me. Man, I've been sick for a month. My target really is I need Bitcoin to hit. There was a specific target. I think it was 52. Bitcoin, 51,659. That's what I'm selling. 51,659. Looking good. We just go up. Need to go up 1,000 more points in 4 hours. I think we'll get there. Oh, we were up there earlier. We came down, huh? So maybe we'll be lower. Maybe we're going to go back down to 46 again before we go back up. So anyway, I'm working hard on trying to pay for that Havana right now is what I'm trying to do. Yeah. Oh, you have a few models in mind? Octaloon. I'm so drawn to the platinum FP Journe watches. Did they have any Octaloons here? I don't think so. Hold on, let me grid it. Let me grid it. Octa Divine. What's an Octa Divine? How's that different than an Octa Loon? Here's the Loon. I see. Okay, here you go. Here's the difference. That's beautiful. Look at that. That's a chocolate one. What is this? I love the platinum. God, you got to tell me. Look at that. I love how sharp and clean. I don't have a platinum watch. Look at, if I was going to get if I had a second choice, I'd get this one. Oh my God, that looks like a Havana moon. Is that moon brown? Just, that is just, no, it's blue. That is just sick. Oh, I would so get this. Exactly like this is the way it is. That is sick. $59.9, you see? But you want to get it at the boutique, right? That is amazing. There's a lot of complication in there. A lot of complication. Seconds, moon, power reserve, date. For me, the rose golds are a little too warm. I like that contrast of that platinum. I just think that's so slick looking. See, there's the Havana in rose gold. To me, it's too warm. You know, it might be fine with this one, but like for this one, it's rose and brown. To me, it's too much. I love it with the platinum. It just gives such a clean look. Now here's a salmon dial one. And here's a, wow, 142 for a brass movement one. I love this one. Platinum gray dial. That is absolutely gorgeous. And this is one of my favorites right here. Honestly, I could see myself springing 85 G's on 100 G's on one of these things. You know, if Bitcoin goes below 50,000, I'm gonna sleep on my trade till the next day. I'm not getting out until it's over 50. So if Bitcoin goes below 50, I'm gonna go to bed. That yellow one's hot. Man, how could you say you don't like this brand? This is the hottest. These are the hottest dials. These are the sexiest dials on the market. This one, this one, this one, this one, even this one. Oh, this one. How could you not like this chronometric blue right here? This one is just absolutely disgusting. That's beautiful. Look at that, how they have the upside down J right here. Wow. and that's etched in gold. That is just so, it's etched in gold, huh? The marquee's etched in gold. Isn't that just, what a charm. Look at that. Get out of here. That is just rocking. That'd be a good used one to buy. I mean, who, it'd be tough to buy a 5711 for $120,000 over something like this, for example. This is collectible. What's PPL? Is that like the loan for pandemic? Is that what it is? The pandemic assistance loan? Is that what PPL is? Is that what you guys are joking about? I'm not sure what PPL is. I want to say I know what it is, but I don't. Or it's escaping me through a brain fart. It sounds familiar. Personal property loan? No idea. Pandemic. Hey, I think we're good. I've gone an hour, and I haven't talked about watches in a while. That was that was good to get some watch talk done. I know I'm going to be coming back on here and doing a members only stream on stocks and crypto in just a few hours. So I think I might actually go try to give my back a rest. But thanks again, everybody. Give a thumbs up. If you're watching this recorded or live, please give this a thumbs up. And thanks again for all your kind words and emails and things regarding my poor cousin. And thanks again for Super Neutron for your super chat donation. I donated that to his family. And thanks for Bud to Stud for making such a generous donation to his GoFundMe page. All right, guys. Peace. Be good.